triumph to tragedy came to me, and we have this great panelist tonight. I asked Julie, was my first idea, and to have as a panelist, and she immediately said yes, and I just love her dearly. And then my good friend Shawn, who goes back to days in Durham when we had the radio show, I asked Shawn, and he said yes. And Frankie Picasso, who I've wanted to always have on for years, I talked to Frankie, and Frankie said yes. And then I asked Jamie, who I met through the School for Social Enterprise, and Jamie said yes. So we've got an amazing panel.
He's the owner, host, and creator of RadioThatDoesn't.suck.com.
So I'm going to throw it over to our MC, Deborah Flanagan, who's just a real amazing woman.
We have many wonderful folks here tonight in the audience as well as behind the scenes. Lots of volunteers who have shaped tonight's brilliance. Big thank you to Barbara Cates, Diane Cook-Palachik, Jennifer Ettinger, Bonnie Chan, Stephanie Titus Andrews, Senji Demeter, Stephen Plumley in the back, Maria Rucco, and Tom Henheffer.
I got to do rapid fire because we've got about 9-10 minutes left. Gandhi once said, "The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. Without courage, you can't practice any other virtue consistently." How did courage play out for you in your life? Was it taught or self-taught?
I think it's self-taught. I think courage is self-taught, and it's something, well, I think it's within you, and it's self-taught. And so I did an awful lot of reading, a lot of spiritual reading when I was in the hospital. Tried to figure out, again, who am I and what am I about and who do I want to be. And I think that the courage for everybody, I mean, just living life is courageous. They do all sorts of things. And one of the things that they did was to measure my scars. So I would go in and they would lay you down and they'd get their tape measure and they'd start to measure you like you're just a hind of beef.
Positive vibe from you, but you know, were you always positive? Like when you got diagnosed that, Christmas Day, I mean, what a crappy day to get diagnosed with that, you know?
And teachers. Julie has strong family-oriented values and believes that our intimate relationships hold the keys to the locked parts of our souls that long to be fully expressed. She's a very proud mother of 2 incredible daughters and is a woman who has resiliently triumphed over her own life challenges after rape, domestic violence, and some challenging relationships.
To me, again, it must have been so hard to wrap your head around forgiveness and gratitude when inside the rage must have been roaring so really
well,
loud.
Yeah, the rage isn't there anymore. What's there is gratitude. It's a gift. It's a gift for me now that I can actually make a contribution to other people. And I've had moments where I've had fathers that they can't forgive themselves because their daughters, things that happened.
So the gift for me, the gift and the learning from that was the journey of really getting reconnected with myself and being able to feel everything around me, inside of me, to feel the energy in the room, to feel what it feels like for other people, and have empathy and compassion for other people. So there was a wealth of learning that came out of that experience.
I think that feeling of emotion of when you escaped and got free.
The same way. Why would I blame someone who doesn't know better, right?
Right.
That we realized how happy we were. And if you think in the house of your dreams, I had it. The car of your dreams, I had it.
I think that gratitude is one of those things. We get to write our own newspaper every single day. We 3-day clinic in Ottawa at the hospital, and I'll never forget the first of the 3 days. There's 12 people in the clinic, and I was the only one type 1. Everybody else was type 2. And maybe the emergency room doctor, she was a little upset about working Christmas Day, but said you're going to be on injections the rest of your life. I was on about 2,000 injections a year. Really upset about, and I think that. Just echoing what other people have said, when I make big decisions in life, I think, how does this feel? How does this feel?
What it took, I had to do some visualization, and I took this he was only like maybe 18 or something, and I had to go back and I had to imagine him being born, a little baby in his mom's arms.
I wasn't to forgive them, but to forgive myself. And they put something in my mouth to make a hole on the plastic bag. I believe it was a gun because I tried biting it.
To do 42.2 kilometers, I'll never forget the first one that I did in Vancouver. And they say you hit the wall at 30, 35. No, you slam into the wall. And your body is really angry. So do I have bad days? Absolutely. But I try to, I love sports. I try to end that streak at one day.
And then I had to get curious and ask, what the hell happened to him that made him so angry?
To me, it was looking at trusting that these things happen to me for a reason. They wouldn't, if they didn't happen, I wouldn't be sitting here right now being able to share the story with you.